Welcome back to the Matrix. You're not just in the Matrix, you are the Matrix. How's it feel, Neo? And today, we got ourselves a banger, banger daily market news and analysis. How's everyone feeling out of 10? We're going to stream the markets in the morning. What time is it right now? It is 9:14. So we got about 16 minutes till markets in the morning. Back on that daily grind. It's a nice green day today. We got ENS up 22%, whiffs up 11%. So it's a nice green day for some sore eyes. You'll love to see that. Bitcoin is king. He's got the snooze going on. This is a little bit earlier than I normally do. But I think I am going to do some of these more markets in the morning type videos, if you will. Driving to work and listening. Let's go, Jen. Hit the gym early this morning before work. 9 out of 10 so far. Starting the day with the gym. You can't go wrong with that. Right after this live stream, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be hitting me some chesticles plus some kettlebells. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting that share so other people can spam the like button. Let's get this party started. I think I got most of the kinks out on YouTube. It was a bit of a struggle for me, but we're working through the kinks. Bitcoin's King says the Sonic chart. All right, let's look at the Sonic chart. Let's check out the Sonic chart. By the way, if you guys are watching on TikTok and you want to see what we're seeing, we are live on YouTube right now as well as Twitch. That's sort of more your normal viewing experience. If you guys want to check out that, we are live on YouTube right now. And if you come from TikTok, let me know. I'll shout you guys out. But we're sitting at 1.66 million, and we're at the 236. This is a pretty critical, the 236 is a huge level of support for almost every chart. And we've been here at this sort of box range, if you will, pretty much since February. And everyone has these mental, psychological numbers that they think in their head. It's like, oh, it needs to stay here. But in reality, it's like we have been at this same price. We've been in this box of a price since let's see, can we get since February. I'm looking for I don't really know how to navigate this as well. Here we go. We'll put this rectangle up here, and in all reality, we have been in this same range. Even before. Everyone's like, oh my God, it broke structure. It's like, no, it didn't, bro. This is where we've been. This is where we have been forever. And we have built a massive, massive wall of support here. I gotta change this song. This song is too hype. Not the vibes that I'm going for. Hey, I'm Panka from TikTok. What's up, bro? You've been doing a great job, by the way. Shout out to you, Philip. You've been doing a great job keeping everybody nice and calm, keeping everybody nice and focused when I'm not, there, because I can't be in the chat 24/7. So I need you guys, some of the OGs that have been around for a while, that know that I'm going to deliver on what I say I'm going to deliver on. Every single thing that I've ever said that we're going to do, I'm actively working. This playlist ain't it. I'm actively working on it. / have delivered. And so I appreciate you guys, some of the OGs, staying in the chat, staying active, keeping everybody calm, because realistically I can't be in the chat 24/7. I have to sleep. I have a family. But yeah, no, this is the most normal range that we've been at for a long time now. And I know everyone like psychologically wants this number to just like stay at this number and it would make me feel comfortable. But in reality, we've been here since February. That's the reality of the situation. And we have filled out any bit of range that we possibly need to. And this like little bit of skid that we've had going on is slowing down. Morning, it's early in Cali. Good morning, Webb. We're about to have the market open in about 10 minutes. We're going to take a look at the charts. But this is like very much like coming to a a stop. This is seeming like the 236 is a rock solid level of support at this stage. And so this is a good value. This is a good value. I anticipate this to sort of like chop in here still at about this range, but I don't think it's going to get too much lower than this, like at all, period. However, what we're looking for at this stage in the game, and what this is right here, if we like zoom in, this is accumulation in here. Okay, this is accumulation within accumulation, and I'm going to draw it out on how it's sort of going to look. But this little range right in here, this is the beginning of accumulation within accumulation. And what we're going to be looking for is what I anticipate is a little bit of chop like so. And we need to break this level right in here at about 2 million. That would be the first level. And then confirmation would be at about 2.4 million. Double confirmation would be 2.4 million. And then we would get our SOS within our SOS. And then our SOS within our SOS would take us to about 2.8. We would back test probably around the 382 of about 2.6, 2.5. Chop in there just like we're chopping in here right now before starting the micro markup, aka bull run. Sorry guys, I'm not used to this. The micro bull run and the macro bull run all within the same time. And I suspect that all of this is going to be happening as Bitcoin has seemingly found a floor. As Bitcoin has seemingly found a floor here on the 200 moving average at the bottom of the range. As I anticipated yesterday's stream, I said that typically you almost never go through the 200 moving average the first time that you find it. Good morning, Cali XT. What's up, Sonic fam? Typically, the first time you touch the 200 moving average, you get a violent support or a violent rejection off of that 200 moving average. And we are now heading out of the full moon energy and we're heading into the new moon energy as Bitcoin was at the bottom of the range, which we have been in this boring range between 60 and 70,000 for 4 months now. And the reality of the situation is when we're at a range, it sucks, it's boring. But that's just what it is. At the bottom, it's scary. At the top, it's awesome. But we have now had a firm cross on the RSI, on the daily RSI, and we've had a strong rejection off of the 200. This is a nice green candle, almost at 63,000 for Bitcoin. Almost at 63,000 for Bitcoin. Now, what I would like to see is us get above all of these moving averages at about 66,000. And then we'll see. We'll see if this time, when we get to the top of the range again at 70,000, we'll see. Is this the time that we're going to break out? Is this the time that we're going to break out? I don't know the answer to that question. But I suspect that we have way more steam to do so this time than we have had ever. I think that this could very well be the time that we actually real deal break out. So we'll see. But 62,680, 64 as the pre-market open. We got about 5 minutes till market open. So we'll see what that does. I don't even know if the actual markets are open today, but crypto never sleeps. But yeah, I'm like, listen, I am really excited about how the Sonic chart is looking. I'm really excited about how the altcoins are looking. I'm really excited about how Bitcoin is looking. This firm rejection here at the 200, while we're getting this RSI across to the upside, like, bro, it don't get much better than that, ladies and gentlemen. And I don't know that we're going to break above the 70K range that we've been fighting to get above for 4 months now. I don't know that. But I am pretty confident that we're going to test it again. At a minimum. We're going to get there again. And that's an easy, just on Bitcoin, which, by the way, Bitcoin's going to give you the least amount of returns. It's going to give you the least amount of returns, but just on Bitcoin, bro, that's a 20% play. Just by being in the range. But Solana or other coins are going to give you way better returns. So even in the boring chop, there's still money to be made here. Do you use the SMA 20 or 50 lines as an indicator? The way that mine is set up, I have the... Let me read off exactly what it is. The way that mine is set up, I have the MA of 8, 21, 55, 100, 128, and 200. That is the way that mine is set up. And I have it very specifically set up like that. What's up, Big D? I have it very specifically set up that way. Just because of the numerology of things, these numbers have a bigger weight, in my opinion. And also, and this could be wrong or right, but just for me, I want to be slightly different in the way that I analyze and the way that I look at things than most people. Most people will do the 7, the 20, the 50, the 100, the 200, right? So I want mine just to be slightly different, just so I have a different perspective than everybody, because I don't want to have the same perspective as everyone else. So I set it up purposely to be a little bit different, just a shade different than everyone else, just so that I can have different eyes. And in the world of numerology, the study of numbers, these numbers are significant. Can you share how to read those lines? Yeah, okay, so are you talking about the moving averages? Okay, so the moving averages, they're not everything, right? They're just something. They're just a piece of data. And 0 indicators equal everything, okay? 0 indicators will equal every single thing. It doesn't exist, right? However, everything equals something. And to me, out of all of these moving averages, the big daddy, so to speak, is the 200. The rest of them I just view in a sense of like whether we're in bullish posture or we're in bearish posture. But the granddaddy of them is the 200. And rarely ever do you see the first time you touch the 200, which for me is the purple line. Mine's purple. Rarely ever do you get below that the first time. On any asset, by the way. On any asset. The first time you test the 200, rarely ever do you just shoot right through it. It doesn't happen like that. And for Bitcoin, for the 200, the 200 on a macro is like, it doesn't even get below it that much at all. Like, the depths of the bear market is when it gets below it. But when we go back and see, like, when was the first time we poked below it? You know, on this march up here. Rarely do you get below it. And so if you're near the 200, as a rule of thumb, it's generally a good buy. But typically when you're shifting from a bull market to a bear market or vice versa, rarely are you going to poke through it either to the upside or to the downside the first time. It doesn't happen that much. Okay. The moving averages, though, they're not the whole story. Nothing is. But I hold a lot of weight towards the 200 moving average. To me, that is like the decider of things. That is the decider. The rest of them are extremely coiled up right now. Okay. And for us to be in bullish, full-on bullish posture, we would need this yellow or the 8 to be on top. And then that's pretty much it because the rest of them are the exact same. So realistically, we need to get about to 67,000 to flip from a bearish posture to literally the most bullish posture possible. That's it. Like, we need another 5% gain from here, not even. Yeah, 5% gain from here. And we flip from bearish posture to we found support off the 200 and we're in the most bullish posture possible while the RSI is really, really low, while the fear and greed is super high. That's it. We need another 5% gain to completely flip this sentiment. And we're up a decent bit since we started. We were at 62,500 when we started the stream, and now we're at 63,000 as the market is open. So, yeah, need some coffee. Let's get the daily started. That's right, guys. Let's get this party started. Make sure you guys are spamming the like button, hitting the share so other people can spam the like button. Make sure you guys are following on YouTube as well if you're not already. And we're trying to grow the new TikTok, the Sonic account. We're trying to grow that out. So excited to do that. But again, I've developed the skills for that where I think it's going to be okay. Let's take a look at the total. The total too is again like everything has this. This is the total market cap. Strong rejection off of the 200. These are even more coiled up than even Bitcoin. The same thing for the total 2. Strong rejection off of the 200 moving average. Same thing for the total 3. Like everything. This one technically poked below it. But again, a lot of times you have to look at this stuff with a grain of salt. So that to me is even more indicative, like that the total 3 got lower, which that excludes the big 3. Excludes Bitcoin and Ethereum. So the fact that this got lower tells you where the value is. The value is in the altcoins. Thanks for the tiny Mike, you savage. I appreciate you, fam. My boy Ski, I got terrible service, but in here on YouTube, I appreciate you, fam. I appreciate that. Appreciate the love. Appreciate the support. Yeah, so the fact that the total 3, which measures the entire cryptocurrency market minus Bitcoin, minus Ethereum, the fact that it got so much lower and is again finding support here, that lets you know like where the value is. That's the value. Are we going to keep pushing this? We're going to keep pushing this, yes. Everything. Dish had a pretty strong sell-off, but then it had a nice little buyback. I like the value. I mean, obviously, like Solnic is everything that this does is for Solnick. 93,000. Yeah, not a bad play right here. This got all the way to this was in like the 70,000 yesterday. Does hitting the likes on YouTube help? Yes, it does. And sharing it out, all of that. It certainly does. So thanks for that, fam. I need to figure out how to, like, I'll just change my thumbnail and post for now, but for whatever reason, it's not letting me, I normally will go to restream, I'll create a title and a thumbnail, and then I'll post it, and then it'll allow me to, like, have a preview stream, but it's not allowing me to do that on this setup right now, so I gotta work through that kink, if you will. But other than that, we pretty much have gotten all the kinks worked out at this stage in the game. Super exciting. Yeah, what do you guys want to look at though? I mean, we can look at the rest of the market. I'm actually interested in looking at others. Yeah, others. Yeah, and again, like, bro, look how coiled these are up. And we've got a cross to the upside. The others is every single thing minus the top 10 market caps. And this one to me is even more beaten down, which to me, this is an indication of like where the actual value is in the market. You want to look at quant? All right, let's look at quant. By the way, if you want to see the charts of what I'm looking at, head over to YouTube because I am live there right now. So, and if you head from TikTok, let me know that you came from TikTok. I'll shout you out. But let's take a look at quant. Let's see here. Yeah, dude, at $75, bro, this is an extreme value in my opinion. Extreme. Like, not a little bit, not some. As far as a blue chip, this is the best that I have seen quant since it was at $48. This is a very, very good value in my opinion. And it's boring, and it's been boring, and it's going to continue to be boring. But we have to train our mind. We have to train our subconscious to understand that boring is bullish. But even just to retrace, though, from here, let's see what that ROI is looking like. That is about a 3x just to retrace. And again, everything that is not broken will retrace. Every single thing that is not broken will retrace, which to me is between the 702 and the 618. All right, into price discovery, you're looking at a 7x, 7.7x, which is $627. And then parabolic, we're looking at 1388, which is a 17x from here. And on a blue chip, that is extreme value. Thank you, sir. And if you, by the way, bro, if you want to see that, the chart, what I was just looking at, just head over to YouTube, YABOYSKEY. We're live there right now, and I have the chart pulled up like I normally do. Thank you, sir. Let's see here. Can we look at ADA? Yes, let's look at ADA. So I feel like at this stage right now, guys, like we have made it through the worst of it. And again, there's always going to be more pullbacks. There's always going to be more pump ups, drop downs. That's what's going to do. That's what it's going to be forever, right? For all of eternity, that's what it's going to be. But at this micro moment stage of the game, we have made it through the worst. So if you were DCAing over the last couple of weeks, you have positioned yourself to get really good returns. And perhaps maybe some of the last that we're going to see for this entire bull market to really get or really make a good position. So congratulations if you're here this far and you buckled down and you DCA'd through, you are a savage. Congratulations. I love that for you guys. But yeah, okay, now we're looking at ADA on the market cap, and ADA has a beautiful, beautiful chart. Again, this is the same chart as everything. This is the same accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range, right? So there seemed to be some confusion in the chat on the Telegram, and clip this for anybody who has confusion. What I'm about to say right now, somebody clip it, screen record, whatever, for the confusion that seems to be in the chat on the Telegram of the sign of strength. Someone said on the chat that we got below the sign of strength. It's like, no, we did not, bro. That's not how Wyckoff works. You have your accumulation phase, right? You have your sign of strength, which is right here. This little move to the upside, SOS, right? That is your SOS. This little peak up here. And then you back test all of this range in here. This is called your back test. This is the best value on any chart. I don't care what the chart is. Sonic is doing the same thing. This is the best value. You're back testing the accumulation. This is the supply, making sure there is no more supply that exists here. None. So someone clip this. And this idea that we are below the SOS. No, we are not. Like, let's look at Sonic real quick. And then we're going to go back to, we'll go back to ADA. Because ADA, by the way, ADA, Link, Sonic, I typed in SOS. That's hilarious. They all have the same chart. They all have the same chart. 1.69 is a steal. Like a literal steal. Okay, so look. Accumulation. Sign of strength. Back test of the range. That's the same thing. Sign of strength, back test of the range. Like, whoever put that in the Telegram, that's not correct. And it's okay. Like, I'm here to teach. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm here to teach. So someone clip this. And so that we all can learn together. We all can learn and grow together. But yeah, that's what it is. And this is the normal schematic of what happens. And this is the best buying opportunity on any chart. Technically, your selling climax is the best value. After that, your second best value on ROI is in this area. The back test after the sign of strength. That is the best value. Period. It is the best overall value. Cali XT, thanks for the lightning, fam. I appreciate you. It is the best value when you factor in time. Because this does not take long to start to take off. Let's see if we can get a good chart. Here we go. Here we go. So this is it right here. Your accumulation, your sign of strength, your back test. That's the best chart. But to bring it all full circle, that is what ADA is doing. To me, it's an extreme value, especially for a blue chip. The risk at this stage in the game is very, very minimal for ADA. Especially in the world of cryptocurrency, which is extremely volatile. To me, for a blue chip play, this is one of the better plays. Extreme value right now. Same thing for Sonic, extreme value right now. And we are doing accumulation within accumulation. And this is sort of what I anticipate. And then this would very much start the macro markup. So the first number that we need to get above is right here for Solnic at about 0021. That's about 2 million ish. That would be like, okay, check for sign of strength. Confirmation of the sign of strength would be 2.4, which would be about 2.4 million. And then we'll probably chop here for a little bit before starting the micro bull run, aka markup, and the macro bull run, aka markup, all at the same time. So this is great, beautiful. Which blue chips do you think will hit price discovery? I think Quant will hit price discovery. I think Link will hit price discovery. I think ADA will hit price discovery. I think XRP will hit price discovery. I know as controversial as that might be to say, I do think it's going to. And if it doesn't, then after this bull run, if it doesn't, then I will completely pivot officially, fully from XRP. And that will be the end of that for me. So 88 to $4 to $8. Yes, I think that is a good place. And that's where I would start DCAing out heavily. Just start your DCA. And that's like the easiest thing to do. Like if you're worried about like, oh my God, where do I sell? It's like you don't need to get it all at the top. You just don't. Be okay leaving 20, 30, 40% on the table. Be okay with that. If you made a 20x, what the hell is another 20%? Really? But people in their mind, they have this idea that we have to sell the absolute top. I need to buy the absolute bottom, and I need to sell the absolute top. But in reality, that's not real. You don't need to do that. You can just DCA in the right flavor in, and you can DCA out. And if you just do that, you will make a lot of money. So yeah, at about $3-4, that's when I would start my DCA out on ADA, and I would say around what price would I stop accumulating ADA? Probably about $1.40, $1.50 is when I would stop accumulating ADA. But below that price, I think it's a pretty decent value. At that stage in the game, though, that's when I would stop accumulating. That's when I would stop accumulating. All right. What else do you guys want to look at that we've? I mean, just it's so I know, guys. Like it is boring. I get it. Like ranges are the most boring thing, and it's like you guys want me to come on here and just say something new and profound, but in the reality of the situation, it's just like we're in a range, guys. VET. But yeah, I think VET will get into price discovery as well. VET has the same chart. VET is doing the same thing. The sign of strength, the back test of the prior range. Every single thing is at this stage right here. And again, this is what I talk about. Like when I say what stupid question, which ADA are you looking at on Deck Screener? It's not a stupid question. I'm looking at the real or like the OG ADA, but I'm actually looking at it on TradingView right now. ADA is like the blue chip, the one that you can find on Coinbase. But if you want to see like what I'm looking at, Loud Dog, I am live on YouTube right now, and you can see what charts I'm looking at. So if you want to follow along with the charts that I'm seeing right now, you can hop on YouTube at YABOYSKEY. Dr. Disrespect, can we check? Yeah, we'll check it right after VET. But yeah, guys, most of the market is right here. And I've said like a weakness of mine is sometimes I see stuff painfully too soon. Annoyingly too soon. Right? And you guys are like, how is that a weakness? It's like, here you go. Now you get it. Now you understand. Because it's like we've been here. And we're just waiting and waiting and waiting. It's like, when is it going to happen? When moon, bro? But yeah, for VET, I would anything below 13 cents, I would still be accumulating, and I think that is a good value. But yeah, I mean, just to, and again, everything that is not broken, everything that's not broken is going to retrace, and just for VET, that's a 6x. Just to retrace. Everything that is not broken will retrace. That is a 6x. Like, come on, bro. And even just into price discovery, not even parabolic, you're talking 44 cents. That's a 16x. Like, you realistically don't need anything more than that. But to me, again, VT has the same chart as AVAX, ADA. Everything all has the same chart. Everything all at the same time. Low Dog, thanks for the rose, you savage. I appreciate you, fam. How can we help get your TikTok back? There is a form that you can fill out. There's a form you can fill out, and in the meantime, you could just support the YouTube and as well as the other TikTok, the Solnick account. You can help with that just by supporting that. And like realistically, guys, like my craft of making videos is exponentially better now than when I started the journey. So what you're seeing too is like what you're seeing, like the videos that I'm posting on this TikTok. Crypto Trend, thanks for the roses, you savage. I appreciate you, fam. The TikTok videos that I'm posting now on the Solnick account, they're getting like 1,000 views each, which doesn't seem like a lot, right? And it's really not. But when you think about proportionately, and there's some of them getting 2,000-3,000 views, but when you think about proportionately, when it only has 600 followers, but it's getting that many views, it's like it's not going to take me very long to get to the same sort of reach that the other one was getting anyways. I would say once I'm at, because realistically they were low-key already like shadow banning the other account anyways a little bit. And I don't play into that too much, but when you're on like probation, so to speak, that is real. So, and I'm not making like it doesn't. The point is, it doesn't matter because once this account on TikTok, the Solnick account gets about, I would say probably 2,500 followers, it would have roughly the same reach. It would have roughly the same reach. So yeah, that's the spiel on TikTok. You can fill out the form on the Telegram, but realistically, just keep supporting the YouTube channel, keep supporting the TikTok. If you see it, repost it, share it, all that stuff. It'll help. And once we get to about 2,500 followers, I would imagine as far as just view reach, it's going to be about the same. It would be about the same. All right. Talking deep TA helps a lot with boredom. What are you asking me? How about Naka TA? I got you. Let's look at Naka. Looks like VET has is best ROI blue chips? Probably, I would say it's like one of the better ROI plays for a blue chip. Do you have price prediction for Noble Blocks? I don't, but we could look it up. All right, let's check out Naka. To me, Naka is a really solid play here as well. Like a really, really good play. Like, bro, this is the same thing. This is the same. Everything is the same thing. Accumulation, your sign of strength, your back test of the prior range. This could go a little bit deeper, to be honest. There's not too much support here. So it could get into like 60, 68, 66 cents. This could get a little bit deeper, but you're below the 236 already. Anything that is below the 236 that is real, that is not broken, that is a real project is extreme value. And for me, the 236 is this whole red area. Anything below this line is extreme value. Okay? Extreme. As long as it's real, as long as it's a fundamental project. And just to the retracement, it's going to do a 4x. Like, that is very, very, very good. Price discovery from here is about $12.50. How about Andy? All right, I got you. That would be one on this one. Oh, we forgot to look up Dis. Yeah, I think Dis is at about 100,000 right now. 92,000. Yeah, very. There's not really enough data for me to give you a price target, but we can pull a fib off this now at this stage. Actually, and we could get a price. I mean, this is below the 236, and then the parabolic would take you to about 0067 from here. I mean, it's a solid 8x, easy. All right, let's look up Andy. What is the contract? What's the contract? The last four of the contract address for Andy, bro? And by the way, if you want to see the, we'll come back to you while you type that in. If you want to see the chart, what I'm looking at, head over to YouTube. YABOYSKEY. YABOYSKEY. Head over there, and you can see the chart of what I'm looking at. All right, let's look up Noble Blocks from my man Brian. Noble. Is it this first one right here? 3195. Sold my FET DCAing all into Solnick slowly. That's a good play. And again, like Solnick right now, obviously I'm extremely biased, right? But realistically, everything that I'm saying, just think about the general charts, right? So take my bias out of it. So what is the fundamental things that I'm teaching? Anything that is real below the 236 is extreme value. That is where Solnick is. It is below the 236. Anything that has done the SOS back test at the prior range, that is the best value. That's what it's doing. Okay, so just trying to be as objective and unbiased as I can. I know that I have my bias, and I'm being transparent about that. I'm being honest and upfront about it. But just looking at the overall, that is, those are all fundamental things that are true. Is this the right one, Brian? If so, I don't know. 3,000 holders, but only at a 600,000 market cap. That's interesting. And it has 1 million in liquidity. C91E. All right, we'll go back. While we're waiting on Brian to let me know, we'll go back to yours. Let's go back to yours. And if you want to see it, you can head over to YouTube and you can see the chart of what I'm looking at. So 165 million right here. 165 million. Okay, so this went fully into price discovery and back tested the prior all-time high. I actually don't mind that. I actually don't mind this chart. Now, this is the, I would say maybe about 1/3 of the way through accumulation for Andy. Um, an accumulation is what you would call the bottom, right? That is the bottom, and 1/3 of the way. So it takes a while to sort of like really play out in reality. Um, I would expect it to be in this range that it's been at, in between 00013 and 00020, somewhere in that range for a good little while. And it's going to be boring for a little while because that's how the bottom is. It's like very rounded and boring. So this is accumulation. But I like, and I don't think that it's going to go too much lower than it's already went. It sort of had a triple bottom. So this is probably a 1/3 of the way done with the bottom structure / 1/2 of the way done. And then it would start the next phase to the upside. But I like that it actually went to the prior all-time high. I think that that is a good sign. And the next leg will take you to about 00079. So not a bad chart fundamentally. I mean, this is a pretty major size market cap. So you're looking at about a 4x for the next leg higher. But I don't mind the chart though. It looks pretty decent to me. All right, what else do we got? What else you guys want to look? Yeah, let's go back to Solnick. So hopefully I cleared that up with whoever put that in the chat. I don't even remember who it was. It doesn't really matter, but it's a good teaching point. But yeah, we have been in this box of range since February, and this is the sign of strength back test of the prior range. And look at all this trading that we have in this same range. All right. So I think that we're doing accumulation within accumulation, and this would be the full setup to sort of mark the end of this and mark the next phase higher. Now, when it goes to the next phase higher on the micro, I think it will also be the macro, which we've been talking about for weeks and weeks. The first big level that we need to get above is about 2 million, and that would be the first check mark to realistically confirm that the SOS has started. B319, 2.2 million. Okay, we'll go back to it. What is your personal opinion on MAGA coin? Will we be set up until September? Yeah, okay, so like I think that it is a good play. Listening while I start the 9 to 5. Appreciate all the info and your time. Thanks, Cali XT, bro. I appreciate you. So, yeah, I think it is a good play. Like, the Politify stuff is a good play to me until, like, the actual election. To me, this is a massive, massive, massive buy the rumor, sell the news event. Right? Like, you don't want to be holding, in my opinion, and I could be dead wrong. This is strictly, there's no TA, there's nothing like that. This is strictly intuitive. But in my opinion, you don't want to be holding any Politify meme coins November 9th, right? To me, it is a massive buy the rumor, sell the news event. But until then, I think that it is a good play. But definitely massive, massive, massive buy the rumor, sell the news. Like, I would not be holding any Politify meme coins in November 9th, November 10th. Like, no. Like, you want to sell the day before the election, to be honest. Or, like, when CNN starts covering, like, he's won here, here, here. Like, bro, you need to be out. Bottom is in. And we will see a nice rally this month. I think so. Any Biden meme coins will dump hard when he loses. Yeah. All right, let's try to get Brian's coin again. He says it's B3195. All right, so let's check it again. Noble. All right. What was it? Let me see. B3195. B3195. I don't see it at all. Yeah, bro, I'm not seeing it. Interesting. Yeah, I don't see it at all, brother. Let me try to copy what you said. Maybe I'm like misspelling it or something. Yeah, I'm not seeing it, bro. Sorry about that. I cannot find it. Mike on TikTok says Tech CEO on TikTok is doing crypto battles. Maybe you guys should link up. Good publicity. Yeah, I'm down, bro. I'm definitely down. I'm definitely down to do that. All right, let's take a look because the market has been like fully open for a little while. Let's see what Bitcoin's doing. To me, it seems like we've had a firm rejection off the 200, which is great. And I think for all of you guys that were sort of in the slums of all of this for the last couple of weeks, if you made it through all that scariness, congratulations. I think that the worst of it is behind us. That doesn't mean that we're just going to be rocket ships and Lambos. Like, we're probably still going to be boring, but I think it's going to be boring and up rather than boring and down. Boring and down is the worst, but boring and up is what I foresee in our future until we get above 70,000. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How are you? Can we take a look at ICP? I got a bunch around $7, thinking that it might be the best price. It was, yeah. Dent TA. Okay, let's look at ICP, and then we'll look at Dent. Both of these have the same chart, by the way, already. Like, I already know. But, yeah, I agree with you. Like, bro, the fact that you got this at $7 and it's already finding the bottom, like, this is a clean sign of strength back test of the prior range. Like, this, look how clean this is. Look how clean this came all the way back and touched this. I don't think that you're going to get a better price on ICP than this, maybe ever, unless something is. I didn't know you were the Solnic host. Yeah, so I did have other people running the Solnic account and like posting stuff for me, but my other TikTok account got banned, so I've been posting a lot more on here, and I'm able to go live from here. So yeah, so we're trying to grow this one up. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get a better price on ICP than this, to be honest. This is still a pretty damn good value. Let's look at this. Just a retracement for ICP is a 6x. Like, bro, that's 60 years, 70 years of stock market gains. Like, that's the perspective we need to have. Okay? And I don't know that this is going to make an all-time high, but I don't think it needs to. 140 that's a 16x. Like, you don't need anything more than that. Brian says, all good, brother. Thanks for all you do. Enjoy the content. Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Let's look up Dent. Appreciate your support. Price prediction on Avalanche. All right, I got you, fam. Could you talk about liquidity pools? Yeah, liquidity pools are um it's basically like mining in a way, in a sense. So dang, my monitor is about to die over here. Let's look at Dent and then we'll talk about liquidity pools. So Dent, again, same chart as everything. Accumulation, sign of strength, back test of the prior range. This is about as good of a value as you're going to get on Dent. And we'll look at the dude, just to the 236 is a 4x. Like, that's insane. But just a retracement is an 8x, and that's the 0.5 retracement, a 9x. And then the max retracement is a 12x. So, like, bro, you don't need anything more than that, to be honest. So, to me, like, this is an extreme value, even for Dent, is what we're talking about. Jesus. Extreme value. An 11x just to retrace. Like, come on, bro. And then price discovery, you're talking a 27x to about 3 cents. But again, like, you don't even need it to go there to have really good ROI, in my opinion. If you bought ICP at $3 during the bear market, you will see very, very nice return price prediction that Ski says it could hit. Yeah. So liquidity pools. Jesus. I need something to drink here. Water. Liquidity pools. Essentially, let's say this is what it is. So let's say I have Bitcoin. Just an easy peasy lemon squeezy liquidity pool that everyone kind of can understand and wrap their brains around. All right, let's say we have Bitcoin and we have ETH, right? If you want to see this little lesson, you can head over to YouTube. I am live on YouTube right now at YABOYSKEY. Your boy Ski, all right? So let's say you have Bitcoin and you have Ethereum. Okay, let's say I have Bitcoin and I want Ethereum. Or let's say I have Ethereum and I want Bitcoin. We sort of like natively understand, right, that we're just going to swap Bitcoin for Ethereum. We sort of understand that, right? Or we're going to swap Ethereum for Bitcoin. Okay? But there is a layer behind this swap, this transaction, that a lot of people are not aware that is happening. And that is what is called a liquidity pool. And in order for me to make this transaction from Bitcoin to Ethereum or from Ethereum to Bitcoin, there needs to be a liquidity pool. And this liquidity pool would be BTC ETH or whatever. It doesn't matter, right? This is the liquidity pool. So essentially what's happening is person X, maybe it's your boy Ski, maybe it's you, maybe it's me, it doesn't matter, is putting up equal parts of both Bitcoin. So maybe they put up, $10,000 worth of Bitcoin, and then they put up $10,000 worth of Ethereum. It's equal parts Bitcoin versus Ethereum. This is locked in a pool in order that other people can make this transaction. And the reason that people do this is so that they can make money. So anytime Joe Schmo would swap Bitcoin to Ethereum, or Sally Sam would swap Ethereum to Bitcoin, Bob, who put up the liquidity pool, is going to make profits. He's going to make a return on that investment, depending on how much liquidity is provided, depending on what the demand is. It's all about supply and demand. The more that the demand goes up, the higher the ROI is going to be for this liquidity pool, thus enticing other providers to put their liquidity, and that would bring the demand down because the supply goes up. So everything works in supply and demand. And this is how liquidity pools work. That was a good question. What coin is that? We were talking about Dent, which is like if you have a cell phone that has eSIM, that's what it is for the blockchain. This is one of my favorite low market cap gems, especially with the way that the chart is set up and all of that. So yeah, exciting stuff, guys. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's live stream. We'll be live the same time tomorrow. I screwed up the live time. I'm sorry about that. I thought I'm still on Central Time in my mind, even though I'm on Eastern Time. So tomorrow I will be live 9:15 Eastern Time till about the same time. Okay, so I'll be live at the same time tomorrow. We'll go over the markets in the morning. I'm going to upload some videos in the meantime. Make sure you guys follow me on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, all of that. If you're watching on TikTok, make sure you guys follow, join the join the Telegram, join the Discord, and subscribe on YouTube. But that is going to be it for this time. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Continue to DCA. Those of you who have DCA'd, you can understand firmly that we have made it through the thick of it. Okay? The worst of us is behind us. Congratulations. All right. Peace, love, prosperity. God first. God bless.